Well, good morning. Here I am at, I guess you'd call it the northwest end of the Fiery Gizzard Trail. And I'm not going to do the Fiery Gizzard. I'm going to do the dog hole to a viewpoint that's, I guess, maybe about 4.5 miles from here. So it'll be an out and back. There's supposed to be a couple of waterfalls. There's supposed to be some great views. Don't know. Never been on the trail. But this is part of the South Cumberland State Park system. There's a bunch of different areas, and this is just a separate area from Savage Gulf, which is where I've been doing most of my stuff. So we'll see what it's like today. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. It's a beautiful day, a little cool, but not bad. I think it's going to warm up pretty quick. So anyway, I'll get back with you when I get on the trail. That is a big hemlock tree. Good morning again. Well, we are on part of the Fiery Gizzard that leads us to the dog hole. There's supposed to be what they call Blue Hole Waterfall, I believe, up ahead. There's a bridge out somewhere on the trail. I'm not sure where it is. Hopefully not before I get to where I need to go. We'll see. Water's up, so I don't know how crossing would be. They said be careful. But anyway, there is definitely water here, which is nice. Sounds good. It's pretty. Real pretty area. Sorry about it being jiggly, but there's some rocks and stuff, and I'm just old, so you know, I shake. What can you say? That's a cool tree. The bark is worn out on it for people have been sitting on it. Somebody lived there. Okay, I'll get back with you in a little bit. Alright, where I came from, that direction, and it says this here is the foundation of the Conservation Corps pump house for something, I don't know what, but anyway, the trail runs right along the creek. So anyway, talk to you later. Stranger danger. Okay, so right over there, you zoom in, I don't know if you can see those pillars there or not. but that's the bridge that's supposed to go across the creek. It's out. So, come down the trail, come down the trail, come down the trail. And this is where you go across. Right there, and right there, to right here. Interesting. I'm glad I've got better balance than I used to. So anyway, we're going to go that way and see what it's like. But yeah, cool. I'm just glad the water wasn't any higher. I wouldn't have been able to cross. So, and they should have. Oh, never mind. This out. Looks pretty cool, eh? Like a little slot. Then, oh, you can hear it. There we go. No, I'm not crossing that log. But hey, pretty cool, huh? All right. Oh, climbing up away from the creek and just walking along and saw this cool, let me zoom it up a little bit for you. That's too much. This cool rock thing. I mean, it's just like a tower. Kind of reminds me of natural chimneys in Virginia in a way, except the chimneys there were a lot bigger. But anyway, so yeah, white blazes on the trail. That's the way I'm gonna go. And tell you what, let me grab my poles. Let's walk along a little bit and see. It looks like we're gonna come out with the sun. The trail is a little rocky. Actually, it can be a lot rocky in some places. And I'm sorry for the jiggle bouncing, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. But yeah, so you can kind of see where I'm going. And there's another one of those rock outcroppings right up there. So anyway, just kind of show you where we're coming from and where we're going. All right, later. Just a side trail to Sycamore Falls. Blue blaze. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to find out here in just a minute. Oh, that's not too bad. Oops, sorry. It's kind of pretty. That looks like a great swimming hole. But the trail continues this way, so let's see what's up here. I think there's a cascade coming down off the mountain. Or off the side of the gulf or whatever. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know if you can really see it that well with the lighting being the way it is. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. There's a little bit coming down. Oh well. There's Sycamore Falls. Later. Alright. On the dog hole trail. what I was climbing up was Dog Hole Trail too. But this is, now that I'm up on top of the rim, sorry, I'm sniffing. Just thought I'd let you see a little walk in the woods and what a beautiful day this is. I really bet this is gorgeous when the rhododendron are in bloom. I got to remember that and maybe try to come back in the spring when they bloom. See if I can't get a good trip through here then. You know, we've had so many storms in the last few years. There's so much blowdown everywhere. It's pretty amazing. You know, up here on top where the views are nice, but that's where most all the blowdown is too. So, you know, it's kind of like living on the beach. It's all well and good until hurricane comes through. So, anyway. So yeah, I worked up a little bit of a sweat coming up that last hill where I was panting and puffing and, ooh, you know, rolled my heel again, or ankle again. What the up with that? I hadn't done that at all until these last 2 day hikes. Right one last time, the left one this time. So, yeah, this is pretty nice. Gorgeous day. This is perfect hiking weather. My goodness. My goodness. So anyway, let's let you see some more of this trail here. Got a lot of neat hemlocks up in through here. Rhododendron. This has probably been logged. We're real close to private property too, so probably hadn't been that long ago this was logged. The way it looks, there's no real big trees in here. Isn't that pretty? That's a gorgeous section of trail there. All right. I am absolutely loving this, babe. And I'm so glad I thought to start filming this so I could bring you along with me. Because I just wanted to share it with you. And it's easier to share it like this than it would be if I was on the bike or in the car. Because you have to concentrate so much on what you're doing there so you don't kill yourself. This is not quite as bad, a little slower moving. And I can share it with you. So, even though you're not here in person, you're here in heart. And anyway, I love having you with me. It excites me to be able to share things with you. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go for a little bit. Love you, sweets. Bye. Okay, so I'm on a little side trail that says it goes to Yellow Pine Falls. And I don't know how much of a falls they're going to be because there's not really a lot of water going down the creek, but anyway, there is a rocky ledge there and you can hear it. So just come up around this little corner here. There it is. Well, that's not bad. That's kind of cool looking. They're a great spot to get water if you needed water. I like the way that's splashing off there. I think I'd like that in my living room. What do you think? Wow. Pretty, 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 pretty. Alright, back on the dog hole. And we're walking along the trail a little bit, but I just wanted to show you part of this. This is the Blue Dog dog hole trail. But yeah, this is the view that we get. And yeah, right up here on the edge, see there, it goes down quite a ways, but it's gorgeous. But these people over here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Those people are across the Gulf, as you can see, but what a view they have. But anyway, this is really something else. So, yep. All right. Well, I'm going to continue on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a loop out of this. I was talking with Jerry, and he was telling me that there is a loop. You just go down into the Gulf here and come back on the Fiery Gizzard. So instead of doing an out in the back, that's what I'm going to do, since I've already seen this from one direction. I'm going to go and do that loop. I'm going to go out to that point that's 3/10 of a mile from where the trail breaks off, and it's supposed to be a really good viewpoint. And I'm going to take some pictures and show that to you there, and then I'm going to come back and go up the Fiery Gizzard, come back home. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see you in a little bit. Love you, sweetie. Well, hello, babe. Anyway, I am on a side trail going to Ravens Point, not Pinnacle Point or whatever they called it. But anyway, yeah, I'm up on the top of this finger, and I got views on either side. Of course, in the summertime, this will be nothing but a green tunnel. But I guess that'd be pretty in its own way, but I like the views, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let me show you what we're doing. There we go. The trail to Ravens Point. See? You can see you got views out the left. Was it views to the left of me? Trails to the behind me, views to the right of me, and here I am, stuck in the middle again with you, exactly where I want to be. So glad you could join me. Trail's been pretty easy so far, except for the climb out from Fiery Gizzard up to Dog Hole Trail. That was pretty steep, but not super long, so yeah. And then when I get done with this, I go back and I go down to Fiery Gizzard again instead of retracing my steps. I like doing loops as much as I can. But yeah, anyway, want to thank Pastor Jerry for spending time with me and talking to me. It's amazing, you know, here we are an hour plus away from home, and on a Friday, and I run into somebody from Manchester. Go figure. So anyway, that was cool. I want to thank him for spending some time with me and talking to me, and it was quite enjoyable. So anyway, yeah, let's go down here and check this out. This is a pretty cool trail, I must say. I like this. I like this a lot. And it's getting narrower and narrower with the sides of the hills. On the side of the, I guess you would call it a peninsula in the sky. Seeing how there's no water but creeks around it. But it's a big finger sticking out. And then going down, way down into the Gulf on either side. Big dropout. I'm telling you, this place, this South Cumberland, this is a hidden gem of the South. I'm telling you, it is gorgeous. You know, I mean, I know there's other places that are pretty, but this place is just beautiful. The thing I like about it is they have everything, every kind of trail, from easy to difficult. So if you want to get your, I don't know if you'd call them trail legs, but if you want to get experience on anything from easy trails to difficult trails, you can do that all here. And you know, as a matter of fact, the Fiery Gizzard was rated as one of the top 25 must-do trails in the country. And that's right here. We're going to be on part of it. We already have been on part of it. But, yeah. So, this is pretty cool. Now, I thought we were almost there, but I think we're getting there. I'm starting to see some slight view up ahead. So this is a little bit longer, but hey, whatever. We've got plenty of time, plenty of storage. Nothing like 128 gigabytes of storage. And I'm not shooting at high def like I was before, so that'll make a difference too. And I think this will be probably a good spot to stop for lunch before I head down. Give myself a break. I haven't taken much of a break since I've been on the trail. So, looks like we're going to go down some. I don't know. Ah, there it is. We're not far from it. Ah, looks like Pastor Jerry. So it looks like we're going to join him too. So forgive the jerkiness, but it's a little unusual right here. So yeah. So yeah, step down here, go right to here. Is that awesome? Is that awesome or what? Magnificent. That's all you can say about that. And you can see the edge right there. And it goes down, down, down. And I'll be down in that off to the right side a little bit later. But yeah. Anyway, let's go to the other side and see what we got over here. Take a look at this. I know, I'm stepping again. So you can kind of see this too. A little bit of trees in the way, but really not terrible. Not terrible. You can see the house way over there that we took pictures of earlier. But yeah, the Gulf. Get right up here on the edge. Look at that. It goes right on down, don't it? Anyway, alright, time for a break. Alright, here's a little bit more off of the point. Get right out here on the edge, baby. Right out here on the edge. Now look at it. So you can see. You know, we're right there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Getting ready to start the Fiery Gizzard Trail down the hill. I'll let you follow me a little ways. I'm hearing some horror stories from some people that came just to the point just as I was leaving. And it was rough and rocky and steep and yada, 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 and all that. But you know what? I got my sticks, I got my boots, and I got time. So it's all going to be fine. So anyway, I just thought I'd let you see a little bit of it. As you can see, we're going down. So yeah, he was sweating. The guy was sweating, and he was scared to get out close to the rocks. I mean, he was like 40 feet away from the edge, and he was afraid to go any further. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so yeah, I can see coming up this would be it's pretty steep going down. Leaves on the trail too, so gotta be a little careful, but not bad. Not rocky so far, but I'm sure we'll run into that before too long. But yeah. And they cut this trail really narrow. So I don't know how much filming I'll do on the way back. It just depends on how treacherous the trail is. Because, you know, I can't be stupid. Well, stupider, let's put it that way. Than I already am. So, you know, I got to be careful. Which I'm going to be. This is awesome. Awesome weather. Telling you what. This is just such a treat to be able to be out here and, you know, doing this. Something I never really thought that I'd have the desire to do again. And it's just something that I'm just having an immense amount of pleasure out of this. And sharing it with you too. Oh, by the way, there's a view. Yeah, and look at that cool rock up there on the hill. Here we go. Okay, starting to get a little bit steep, as you can see, going down through there. So I'm gonna let you go for now. Hey, all right. Not down yet, but you can see the water. Got quite a ways to go yet, but I've come more than halfway. I came back from that way and way up there. This is just amazing. All right, I am going to try to carry you on the trail a little bit. It's rocky, a lot of rock hopping, but I'll tell you, to be honest with you, of course, I'm going down. I don't think this has been as bad as coming down from the stone door to the connector trail. I mean, that was rough. This has been steep, and the leaves are knocked out of the way, so that maybe that makes a huge difference. But a lot of rock hopping, which is easier actually than trying to step in between them. Okay, here we go. See, I'm getting ready to go down. Pretty steep. Sorry about it being jiggly, but I'm having to take big steps. A lot of switchbacks on this trail, so it's very steep when they have switchbacks like that. I've met several people coming up, and let's just say I'm glad I'm going down. I'll come up it one day, but I'm not in any great big hurry to do that. But this is the Fiery Gizzard. Yep. And you can see down there the blaze on the tree and the trail. So got to take a little bit of time in here, especially when I'm doing it one-handed. Let me get these poles down where I can use them. I don't know what you would do in here if the water were running, because this is a wash, I think it would be pretty hazardous. All right. A little bit easier walking here. I don't know why people go on the bottom side of that tree. Just wash the trail out. It makes no sense. I mean, I'm not super Mr. Experienced hiker, but got to be some common sense involved in some of this stuff when you take a step, I would think. But yeah, coming on this trail when it was full of leaves, dodgy. Dodgy, dodgy. Yep, back up. Whoop, almost down again. Let me put this thing away before I kill myself. I just hit my knee is all. I'm fine. Didn't hurt. Later. It's 15 feet later, and I just came across this. So I thought I'd share it. And the funny thing about it is, right there, it disappears under the ground. I'm standing directly in the flow area, and it's dry. Right here. And there it goes down that way. Okay. I made it down to the bottom. It didn't take long as I thought it was going. Now, let me put it this way. It took a whole lot longer to come down than it would have to go up. So, yeah. I think going up that trail that way, you definitely would burn some calories, no doubt about it. But, yeah. See, we're down here next to the creek, river, whatever it's called, Fiery Gizzard, I think is what it is. So, yeah, where we are. Nice and cool down here. Starting to get a little hot. A lot of rock hopping. But I tell you what, that is definitely easier if you can see the rocks and know where you're stepping, even though some of them move. If you keep moving and jumping, oh man, it's great. It's great. All right, let's go over here and take a look at this, because this looks interesting to me. Off trail, off trail. Look at this. Look at this. I gotta zoom you in on that. Look at that rock over there with the holes in it. What caused that? How did that happen? See that? I mean, is that weird or what? And then you look up, keep going, keep going. There it is, all the way up there. It's as high as it goes. Well, anyway, that's it. All right. So, I just wanted to show you a picture of the trail. It goes back down over that way. But we're right beside the river, creek, stream. whatever. Alright, I'm going that way. See you later. Okay, let me share a little bit more of the trail with you. Down here at the base of the creek, a little less challenging of terrain, shall we say. Still got to be careful, but yeah, not bad. I have worked up a sweat. Ugh. And I'm tripping and falling. As soon as I say, not technical, I fall. Oh, well, just goes to show you how adept I am at all this stuff. Interesting. Let's see here. What's the best way to get across? Maybe right here. Let's give it a whirl. The worst that can happen is I can fall. And that didn't happen. That, my sweetie, is agility of unsurpassed grace and beauty. Yeah, you know that ain't right. Look at this. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. Moss everywhere. But this is nice compared to what I've been going around. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, 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 pretty. I mean, that is just beautiful. You know, I gotta tell you, sharing this with you, sweetheart, it means a lot. It makes this so much more enjoyable when I can share this with you and know that that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, this is great. Thanks for coming along. Ooh, illegal stealth campsite. Okay, turning away from the river now. Creek, stream, riffle, whatever you want to call it. A little more rock hopping. You probably can't tell because I know the camera is steady and not vibrating at all. So. Okay, thought you'd enjoy that. Later. So, I'm not sure what falls that is, but that is beautiful. Shaky, shaky. That's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. Okay, I'm headed that direction. Later. Okay, do you hear what I hear? Check that out. Head that way. Well, hello there. I bet you've been wondering where I was. I was sweating and sweating and sweating a little bit more. Hopping rocks. But other than that, great time. No, it's a good time altogether. Look at that cool moss. I love that color. So I'm going up these steps. I'm going to attempt to do it and let you go up them with me. So let's see how it goes. Look, Ma, no hands. Famous last words, right? I like these Solomon shoes, except, and I don't know if it's because they're new still, but if they're the least bit wet and the rocks are the least bit wet, pretty slick. So let's work our way through this boulder field here. Rocks, 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 and more rocks. But hey, that just makes it worth it right there. Isn't that beautiful? Oops, sorry about that. Like I said, they're a little bit slick. Man, I'm glad it's cool down here. It's cooling me off. Because I had worked up a big sweat. Alright, you can see it just goes on through there. So, I'll let you go. One last look at the pretties. Oh, look at the pretty ferns. Aren't they pretty? Check it out. I only did about a third of it. But look at this. How cool is that? How cool is that? I think that's what is known as an escarpment. How's that for a word for you? Escarpment. Anyway, I think I'm about a hair over a mile away from the end of the trail, so I'll talk to you at the end unless I see something else cool. Bye. Okay, I'm back with a cool shot. I just couldn't resist it. Something about trees growing on rocks. Check that out right there. See how that rock is hanging? And then you got this great big tree. I mean, it goes on up there, man. Okay, I just dropped my glasses. Hold on. So yeah, I just think that that is just cool. Look at this. Look at those trees. I mean, they are right there on the edge of this rock. And they're just growing there. Isn't that just bizarre? All right, going that way. Prettiful, prettiest, gorgerific. What can you say? My goodness. You know, I'll have to say, to be honest with you, this is the rootiest, rockiest trail that I've ever been on. And I would hate to come here in the rain and try to do this. But yeah, look at this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. My goodness. But anyway, so far, an awesome, awesome day. Thanks, babe. You were with me every step of the way. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back in the truck. It's 2:30. I started the trip this morning about 8:15, 8:30, and did right at 10 miles. So, and I took my time in certain sections, and some of it I had to because it was pretty technical, a lot of rocks and stuff going down the hill and up and down the hill and up and down. Anyway, it's a trail. That's the way it's supposed to be. So it was probably, I would say, the most awesome trip I've had so far. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a lot of pretty things to see as far as water and just unusual things and some long distance views. I think some of the views from the Stone Door and Savage Gulf area, the long distance views may be really a little bit better because there's more of them, but this wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is probably going to be a long video. I don't know if I'll try to divide it into two or not. I don't even know if I can. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But so yeah, I've got to get all that stuff together and get it done. But yeah, this was a nice trip. It was the Fiery Gizzard to Dog Hole Trail and then back down the Fiery Gizzard back. So it was a big loop. You know, it went clockwise. And so like I said, about 10 miles, and it was tough. I'd hate to have done it with a heavy pack, and I'd hate to have done it when the weather was hot, because I'm pretty wet right now and from sweating, and I didn't have but a day pack with me. So anyway, good, and I'll catch back to you later with another one from somewhere else. Bye for now.